His face has more lumps than a bag of walnuts, bearing the brutal scars of countless battles. Even his own father-in-law joked that it was a face that only a mother could love, and only on payday. Despite losing 5 attempts at a world title, he won respect with his tenacity and grit. He soaked the ring canvas with his blood, winning the right to have words like bravery and courage synonymous with the name. Alvaro Lopez was born May 21, 1951, in Zacatecas, Mexico. Lopez learned work ethic early in life, selling magazines on street corners at the age of 6. He grew up around bullfighting, and his first career aspiration was to be a matador, not a boxer. Bullfighting is not so popular now, Lopez said. Mexican kids want to be baseball or soccer stars first, then maybe fighters. I always wanted to fight bulls. I hung around old matadors around the corrals, waiting for a chance. A chance he couldn't wait for, as at the age of 12, he decided it was time to fight the bull. Lopez ran into the ring before the guards could stop him, waving his shirt at the bull. The bull charged, gored his leg, and threw him in the air. Lopez was rescued, but he still has a scar on his leg as a reminder. Lopez's mother was a native of Oakland, California, and he had dual citizenship. At the age of 14, he followed his family to Linden, California, where he immediately went to work in the fields, picking fruit. He lied about his age, saying he was 16 so he could get a driver's license and earn more money driving the tractor. In 1968, Lopez's life changed dramatically in a chance meeting. He came to the home of boxing promoter Jack Cruz with a friend who had a date with one of Cruz's daughters. Lopez met Cruz's other daughter Beatrice, and the two began to date. Lopez discovered that Cruz was in the fight game and told Beatrice that he wanted to become a boxer. Cruz began showing Lopez the basics and sent him into the ring after only 2 weeks of training. Lopez earned a 15-3 record as an amateur, but in Cruz's words, he was stumbling all over himself. But his work ethic impressed the fight promoter and future father-in-law. "I'll tell you, he's had to work hard for everything he's gained," Cruz said. "He has great tenacity. He's the first guy in the gym and the last guy out." Cruz assembled a team around Lopez that showed him the finer points of the sweet science. There was Benny Casing, Danny Dangenbat, as well as Beatrice's uncles, Joe and Frank Guzman. "Those were the guys who taught me everything," Lopez said. "Every one of those guys came from the same school of boxing technique, and that's what I learned." Lopez got the nickname Yaqui when he competed in an amateur tournament for Indian fighters in Eureka. When asked if Lopez was an Indian, Cruz responded, "Hell yes, he's an Indian. He's a Yaqui Indian." Yaqui then supported himself by working the docks at the Port of Sacramento. He also did seasonal work driving a forklift at Stockton's Tri-Valley Cannery, but his boxing training required a 75-mile daily trip to Oakland as there wasn't sufficient sparring in Stockton. Lopez turned pro in 1972, a year highlighted by his appearance in the boxing movie Fat City, as he befriended the author of the novel on which the movie is based. 2 years into his pro career, Lopez served notice by defeating the likes of Hildo Silva, Al Bolden, and Andy Kendall. A 9th-round stoppage of Terry Lee earned him the California State Light Heavyweight title, and a decision victory over Mike Corey marked his arrival as a ranked contender. After splitting 2 bouts with the wily Jesse Burnett, Lopez earned a shot at WBC Light Heavyweight champion John Conti in Copenhagen, Denmark. The fight was close, but Conti's late-round rush earned him the decision. "He was a better fighter than me," Lopez said afterward. "I think we put up a good show, but I never felt right here during the 6 days since I arrived." In September of 1977, Lopez challenged WBA light heavyweight champion Victor Galindez. Lopez took the early rounds with a steady stream of jabs as Galindez started slow, but Galindez picked up the pace by the middle rounds, gaining momentum as the fight wore on. By the 15th, the fight was still up for grabs.
45 wins, 5 losses, 4 draws, 2 no decisions against United States, Yaqui Lopez, 38 wins, 5 losses, 24 KOs by Lopez.
I'm not the official judge, but I can't be too far off of my scoring because I do know boxing pretty well.
27 KOs for Galindez. Each of them has the potential to put a man away, and either to the body goes Galindez as we get into this 15th and final round.
I hope in all sincerity that neither man thinks that they've got this fight wrapped up, because the one that wants to win this last round will probably win the fight. No matter how this fight turns out, Ken, Galindez is going to know he's been in a tough one.
Hard-fought battle into its final moments. Yaqui Lopez keeps throwing that left jab into the face of Galindez, who now works to the body.
We're back to
round 15, it seemed like.
All right. Yaqui Lopez in the red trunks and Victor Galindez in the dark trunks. And an exciting 15-round WBA light heavyweight championship.
There it is again. A warning.
Another low blow. When do we get the warnings taken away? The point.
Time running out. There goes that left. Pummeled into the body once again. And here comes Lopez fighting back at the end of this fight.
Realizing that this is a close fight, he's got to go. Got Tito Lecturi in Galindez's corner, so he's gone home.
That's it. That's it. It's over. We're back with you live in Rome. And the winner on a decision, Galindez.
Many felt that Lopez did enough to win the bout and that his championship was stolen by the judges. "He's a dirty fighter," Lopez said. "He never landed a solid punch except hitting the back of my head. They should have taken points off for such rabbit punching." Lopez rebounded quickly, winning a few bouts in California before coming to New York to face contender Mike Rossman. Many experts felt that Lopez's days as a title challenger were finished, and he was looked at as a stepping stone for Rossman. For the first 2 rounds, the fight was going according to the script. Rossman was outscoring the veteran, but in the third, Lopez began to attack.
Big right hand by Lopez. Pardon me, Gus?
I was saying that Rossman looks at his best when you let him alone. So he's capable of dropping in a bomb right in between the punches there.
Lopez scoring well at this point. Lopez proving a good counter-puncher. Rossman using a fine jab. A minute to go in the round. 2 fine light heavyweights there. 2 of the best in the world. Lopez has a slight cut near the left eye now. Now Rossman's starting to slug. And Lopez has him off balance. Seconds to go in the round. It's a good round for Lopez. He's got Rossman off balance mentally anyway. There's the bell.
Consistently pressing, and I'm sure he's now aware this is placing him at a good advantage.
You mean Lopez?
Lopez.
Yes. And he's throwing different types of punches too. He's got Rossman in trouble. He's mixing them up, and he's got Rossman off his game. Big round for Lopez so far. Lopez is streaming blood from around both eyes as Rossman connects good and hurts him. Half a minute to go in the round. Rossman comes back after a weak start, but looks up at the clock to see how much time is left. About 20 seconds, Mike. Lopez is cut around both eyes. Aside from that, he's giving a good account of himself. He's having a big round here. Round almost over, the bell, and it ends in Lopez corner.
Of Rossman through the punches. Really, I am. He's come back fighting. He's showing no loss of enthusiasm at all.
Right. Got Lopez against the ropes. 15 seconds to go in the round. It's been a sizzler.
Experience.
Oh, I think he hurt him with that right.
Yes, he did.
Lopez has a good knack of shortening up on his punches when he has to. Less than 2 minutes to go in the round.
Another sign of experience.
Be the best punch of the fight. We'll see what the effect is.
That's right.
Rossman is hurt, no question about it. Rossman is hurt over in his own corner, but he's game.
He's game, all right. But good deal of the sting has gone out of his punches now.
1 minute to go in round 6, with Lopez very much in command. Rossman has to hold on. He looks up at the clock to see how much time is left. 45 seconds in the round. Rossman is staggering a little bit, trying to hold on. His knees are gone.
I think that body blow did him damage.
Rossman is really hurt.
There he goes. There he goes.
He's wobbling.
There he goes. There he goes.
They're going to stop it. No. The referee started to stop it, and then he stopped. He's going to stop it, I think. Why is he breaking them? He's breaking them, and they're not even clinching, Cuz. I'm trying to figure out what the referee is doing. He's giving him a standing 8 count. Ross, that's considered a knockdown. Rossman got a standing 8 count. There's the bell. Rossman doesn't know where he is. That was a big round for Lopez. And the crowd doesn't like things the way they're happening. The Dr. Harry Kleiman is now in the corner. The doctor is in the corner of Mike Rossman looking at him. Now the doctor's coming over to Lopez's corner. Takes a quick look at the eyes. Apparently they're all right. He's back to Rossman's corner again. Rossman did not consider continue that round in good shape. Everybody's in the corner now. The doctor, the referee. Rossman took a standing 8 count.
And a brutal beating, I might add.
He is in bad shape. I don't think he can go on. They're stopping the fight.
That's what I thought.
The fight is being stopped.
I think they've done a wise thing.
Yaqui Lopez is the winner after 6 rounds. A victory for Yaqui Lopez. Yaqui, you made your New York debut, and you beat one of the best fighters around. Tell us about the fight.
Well, Mike is a good fighter, and the guys are jab and move, you know. And I start to figure it with my left jab, but the guy is a good fighter. He can move pretty good.
The victory earned Lopez another shot at champion Galindez. This go-around, Galindez started quicker and outpunched Lopez in many exchanges, but Lopez rallied, and the fight once again seemed on the table in the last round.
That's correct. I mean, he's really given this a smart try out there. Out-tech maneuvering the fella, sticking him, staying out of danger, blocking punches.
All right, 3 more minutes. Can Galindez rally? Does he want to rally?
I tell you, I've never seen the lack of emotion on fighters. They're fighting for the championship of the world. It's the last round, and there's just no emotion, no fire.
There's too much money involved these days. Angelo, you should know about that.
Oh, I don't think so. I think Galindez, if he could give more, he would give more. He's a great pro. I think he has nothing in there tonight. I feel for him. My heart goes out to the guy. I think Yaqui Lopez, on a smart tactical fight, he's fighting the fight to win. I think he's going to wind up being the champion. Punch landed on his shoulder. Get the, you know, the people are hoping for something. They cheered that punch. Nothing to it.
I wonder if we're going to be surprised by the decision.
Well, nothing to go fight. It's been a smart fight, but nothing was happening. Usually in the 15th round, these people would either be yelling Lopez, Lopez, or Galindez, Galindez. They're just quiet.
Galindez has Yaqui on the ropes right above us and then lets him out rather easily, pushed him back out in the middle. Galindez working a little bit on Yaqui, but Lopez didn't appear to be in bad shape. 30 seconds left in the fight. Now Galindez is making a push with 20 seconds left. Lopez back up in the middle of the ring.
Just a little too late, Tom.
Fight's coming up. A mild applause for a light heavyweight 15-round championship fight. Yaqui Lopez just looks over to us and thinks he's won. Victor Galindez, a real gentleman, made a move over and talked to Yaqui Lopez's people, and now he's back at his corner. And we're going to be sending Angelo Dundee up in the ring and do an interview with the champion, new or old. In just a moment, we'll be back right here at the Lido di Cambiare in just a moment. Say about this. Very quickly. There he is.
I don't know, Angelo. I don't know what I have to do, you know, to beat this guy. I think myself,
Well, I don't think it'll be any consolation to you, but Gil and I thought you both won. But I don't know, maybe it's our American spirit will do, but I thought you won.
Next time we go, Angelo. I don't know now. I don't know what I do.
Well, don't get discouraged. Don't you get discouraged. You're a good fighter, son.
Thank you, Angelo. I want to say hello to my mom in the United States and to all my buddies over there. Thank you.
Well, I guarantee you they're proud of you, son. You fought a great fight.
Thank you.
Angelo Dundee talked to the champion, Victor Galindez, and then he talked.
I think I beat Victor Galindez twice, Lopez said afterward. That's life. God didn't want me to be a champion. Despite suffering another official defeat, Lopez did not wallow in self-pity. Less than 2 months later, he returned to the ring and decisively defeated his longtime rival, Jesse Burnett, in a grueling 15-round match. But it was his next fight that would begin a series that forever etched his name in boxing history as he faced Matthew Saad Muhammad, known at the time as Matthew Franklin. Muhammad nailed Lopez early on, rocking Yaqui so bad that he twisted his ankle. But true to form, Lopez rallied back, and a fierce battle began.
Funny thing standing up. He should have gone down there, Huey.
Wow. I thought he pulled a groin muscle, Jack.
He was hurt.
30 seconds to go in round 3, and Yaqui Lopez is in heavy trouble. Franklin trying to set up Lopez. Lopez trying to rotate around the ring and stay away. Covering up very effectively, at least at the moment, is Yaqui Lopez. Just 12 seconds to go. Remember, you cannot be saved by the bell in Pennsylvania. If you go down, the count goes right through.
He'll make it, Huey. He'll make it. He's out of it now.
Whoa. One thing Franklin has to watch out for, the fact that he may be punching himself out early.
Huey, I have Jimmy DiPiano here, who has a good right hand back answering over the top by Lopez. As they say, he's a fighter who gets more dangerous when he's hurt. I'm going to ask Jimmy DiPiano because he's been on the other end of this, and he knows. Jimmy DiPiano. There. Good short left hook. The good right hand back over the top by Lopez.
Lopez now going for what he hopes will be a knockdown of Matt Franklin.
Oh, good left hook and right hand.
Right above our prison microphone. 30 seconds to go in the 4th round.
Boy, and the tide has quickly changed in favor of Yaqui Lopez. Matt Franklin not one to back away. If he has a fault, that's it, sticking his head out.
Good left hook to the body by Lopez. I think he's getting off first.
And just keeping Lopez bottled up and not able to do anything. Just defend. Lopez now has to go into the shell.
He got out of there wisely. Looked like a good hook, but Franklin's back was blocking the. There are two good hooks. Going to the body.
30 seconds to go in round 5.
It's a fight.
Boy, it is one whale of a fight. Franklin going with the left jab, attempting to set up a right cross or right hook over the top, but walked into an uppercut to the midsection. That's it.
Oh no, now we're getting a cut here. He just opened a cut on his left brow with that right hand.
And those rights are scoring. Boy, plenty of blood cascading down the eye of Yaqui Lopez. Only moments before we talked about it, we noticed it, and now Yaqui Lopez has to watch out, because if he loses vision in his left eye and just blinked in, boy, this could be a quick round for Yaqui Lopez.
He's a bleeder, Huey, but the cut doesn't appear to be a bad cut. Although it could grow into a worse cut.
Well, just then Franklin backed off, Jack, and didn't throw any at all. Lopez, those shots aren't scoring whatsoever. Boy, Jack, he is whipping in that right hand. Oh,
he just took a right hand.
Oh, did he take a good shot from Yaqui Lopez? Matt Franklin is in bad shape against the ropes.
And if Yaqui Lopez doesn't economize, he's going to be in bad shape.
Franklin is rolling off the ropes.
Yaqui Lopez has to pick his shots, Hugh. He could throw the wad in this round, and we've seen Matt Franklin come back too many times.
That's why Frank Capsino has not done anything yet. Matt is really trying to weather the storm, and Yaqui Lopez has thrown everything.
And the one shot he should be using, he's not, and that's the right uppercut. He's not using it.
Matt Franklin rolling against the ropes. Jack, I think he's weathered it. Where do you see him force out?
If he has,
look at him laugh!
Yaqui Lopez is in trouble if he has.
What a round for Matt Franklin as Yaqui Lopez hit him with everything except the Phillies bat rack, and back comes Matt Franklin. He's got Yaqui Lopez in heavy trouble right in front of us, Jack.
What a round.
Boy, the joint is on its feet as Matt Franklin.
And that cut opened up a little bit more with that exchange.
Only he can do it, now conserving the energy.
Lopez just threw the wad too much.
I've seen Matt Franklin too many times to think he was going to go down, Jack, because his knees did not buckle. Weathered the storm, and as soon as I saw him push off with the left, saw him get back into the act. 30 seconds to go in round 8. And
you have to remember,
round.
You don't win a round in 20 seconds either, and Lopez comes back again. Lopez did all of the work in this round and maybe did too much of it for his own good.
Positively, Jack, you stayed right with it. Now Matt Franklin wants to finish off with a flurry. Going to that loop-a-doop.
Good up to the body by Lopez, even though he was hurt by a right hand.
Just 5 seconds, 3, 2, 1, that's it. What a round. Take a look at this crowd. Everybody up. Well, they love it here, Jack.
I think he just told the referee.
That eye hopelessly closed.
Well, this round he'll tell. If he gets hurt a little more in that eye, the doctor, they'll stop it.
You expect to see him come out bombing?
He should if he knows he's crazy.
And that he should do, Jack, to end it, because Yaqui Lopez cannot see at all. And referee Frank Capsino has been told by the Pennsylvania Athletic Association Commission. Doctor, look out for that right eye.
Now you're going to see the only thing Lopez can do, he's got to keep tracking to his right. He's got to clock out to his right. That's the only way he can hope to neutralize, and maybe he might be able to slip in a couple of left hooks there when he's doing it. He's got to stay outside the range of that left hand, and that's going to be tough to do, Huey. But the only way he can see that left hand of Matt Franklin is to stay outside of it and see it with his good eye.
Franklin just came underneath with a good hook, and as you see, his corner telling him to go to the right or circle left, right, Jack?
Yeah, he's got to, well, yes, he's got to take away the maneuver that he's getting from, now Lopez is stopping. Lopez is moving the wrong way. He has the license to stop it early. We saw the doctor give it to him.
Matt Franklin wants to end it right now. Oh, a snapping right in, goes left. Not much vision left for Yaqui Lopez.
Unorthodox as it is, Huey, he should be going right hand crazy, because that's the only thing that's going to tie up that left hand of Matt Franklin. Instead he's using the left.
Oh, Franklin is flat-footed, Jack. Not much movement whatsoever.
He's looking for his shot now. He's looking to punch. He's not looking to pop.
Jab with that left. It's been most effective. Yaqui Lopez still coming. Franklin walked into a shot.
Not much left in Franklin's punches, Huey.
Obviously, we know not a whale of a lot left in the punches of Yaqui Lopez. 20 seconds to go in round 11. Franklin coming up and then trying to set up some kind of combination.
These people think that Lopez is staggering, but he's actually just trying to get outside the left hand. He's trying to move to his right. He knows what he's doing. Now it looks like Bravery Capsino stopped it.
The fight has been stopped after the bell, and Matthew Franklin has indeed retained his North American Boxing Federation Light Heavyweight Championship.
Lopez was undaunted by the loss, winning 4 consecutive matches before being lured by a $40,000 payday to take on inmate James Scott at Rahway State Prison. Scott pounded out a 10-round decision victory, sending Lopez back to the drawing board. He knocked out Pete McIntyre before challenging Matthew Saad Muhammad in a rematch, this time for his WBC light heavyweight title. Saad Muhammad was a man of his word, Lopez said. When they stopped the first fight in the 11th round on cuts, he told me, "Yaqui, if I win the title, I'll give you a rematch." And he did. He was a strong fighter, a good fighter. We put on a hell of a fight, one of the best in history. Lopez pressed the attack from the opening bell as the champion seemed listless and confused. After 7 punishing rounds, Lopez let loose with a blistering attack in the 8th, and yet another epic battle began.
Stockton, a tremendous light heavyweight championship fight. Good left to the body from Muhammad. Lopez came back with the right hand and now nothing. Minute to go in round 12. Toe-to-toe again. Muhammad with a good flurry here in the 12th round. The champion going to the body and coming up to the head.
Muhammad is dead tired right now, but he's got a champion's heart.
There is more blood now from the cut of Lopez. Uppercut lead for Muhammad. 130 seconds to go in round 12. Champion on the attack once more, but he's tired.
Move those hands.
Good right hand by Franklin. Staggered Lopez. Backed him into the rope, but Lopez comes off well.
This is a war.
Tremendous punishment handed out by both fighters over the course of this fight. We're in the 13th round. Good right hand from Lopez. Left hook from Lopez. Another right hand. Muhammad again electing to just lay there, get some rest, and not throwing punches.
You notice that Muhammad got moved off his feet with that little cuff. He doesn't have his legs on it too good right now, but neither one of the legs are too good with the punishment that they've taken and the pace that's been set in this fight.
Gil Clancy with Tim Ryan and Dick Stockton live from the Playboy Club in Great Gorge, New Jersey. Some blood from the nose of the champion, Muhammad. Right hand lead fell short. A good rally by the challenger Lopez, who had fallen back some in the previous 4 rounds.
But Muhammad is working. Lopez is fighting in spurts.
Good left jab from Muhammad landed. Lopez jabbing back but missing. There's that uppercut lead again. Lopez off balance there, was not rocked with a punch. That one rocked him. A straight right from Muhammad. Sent him back into the ropes. The champion really working now with 30 seconds left in the 13th round. No damage done in that last exchange. Arm worry Muhammad just unable to get any sting on those punches. Final seconds of the 13th round. They're both bone weary.
Lopez has to get off. There's the champ getting off first again. They're telling the champ in his corner he's got to go, and he's getting off. I don't know what Lopez is thinking about.
Right hand, down goes Lopez. A right hand followed by a left hook.
He was hurt, Tim. He's shaking his head to clear the cobwebs.
First knockdown of the fight. Lopez is up and ready to resume, but he was rocked. Here comes the
freight train now. Here he comes.
We're in the 14th round. The champion with a right and a left sent the challenger Lopez to the canvas. And there's a solid left hook from Muhammad.
Tim, you know, seeing Lopez fall like that, that's better.
Down he goes again.
Down again.
And that might be it as the champion Muhammad with a comeback here late in this fight. From round 9 on, looks like he's retained his championship, but Lopez is not ready to quit yet.
Looks like Lopez's nose is broken, Tim. Bleeding heavily from the nose now. That one left hook did it.
He's in trouble, and Muhammad just measuring him now. The champion would appear to have retained his title. Lopez is done. There is no 3 knockdown rule. It's at the discretion of the referee, Valdemar Schmidt. And he's going to try it once more. He's been down 3 times in this round. Lopez in extreme trouble here, valiantly trying to stay alive in a fight that he led early. But the champion trying to come up with a big one to finish him.
His adrenaline is up now, Tim. He saw him fall down. That's like 5 minutes rest.
Good right hand. That's it.
That's it.
That's it. The referee has said it is all over. And Matthew Saad Muhammad with a 14th round knockout of challenger Yaqui Lopez has retained the WBC light heavyweight championship.
You were winning this fight. I'm sure you knew it going into the late rounds, especially after the 8th. Tell me about your thoughts.
Well, see, I got a little bit tired. See, my legs.
You got tired.
Going a little bit, you know, and then I start battling with him. See, that's my whole problem there. See, I start go 32 with him.
In other words, you couldn't do anymore. You wanted it, but you knew you couldn't do it, and he was strong.
And I get caught with a good left foot. And I go down and I get up all right, see, but then he caught me with the left hook again. And I go down.
Is this it for you? This is your fourth title shot, Yaqui.
Well, that's my fourth title shot, see, but
okay.
I think the crowd love me.
All right, they do. Congratulations in defeat.
I just want to say hello to my mom and to all my amigos in California.
All right, Yaqui Lopez.
Years after the fight, Saad Muhammad made a confession to Yaqui. He told me he almost quit in the 8th, Lopez said. But he didn't, and he was the better man. No excuses. He got his second win, and I didn't. That's what happened, and he deserved to win. Only 3 months later, Lopez faced the up-and-coming Michael Spinks. Yaqui started fast, dominating the early rounds and forcing Spinks to retreat. Spinks was awkward, tricky, sharp, Lopez said. I expected the right hand and he came with the left hook. I expected the left hook and he came with the right. He tricked me.
Took the last. Now comes the time when the endurance is at stake. Can an old veteran like Yaqui last?
Continuing hook to the body by Yaqui Lopez.
Yaqui's an incredible punching machine. Have you ever seen anything like this, Alvaro, where he just doesn't quit punching?
And Michael Spinks looking. He got him. Lopez. And Lopez is hurt. And Spinks looks to put him away. Lopez trying to hang on.
The referee doing a tremendous job of breaking him up. No doubt about it. Yaqui's in trouble.
We're in round 6 and Lopez looking to make it back. Able to land with the left hook. Now that connected, it would have been all over.
That's that experience. He tied him up. But here, he keeps getting thumbed.
Spinks complained last round that he was thumbed in the right eye.
He's getting thumbed, but he doesn't know what to do about it, and complaining to the referee doesn't help. But Yaqui just comes back. He looks like he's cutting him out. There's blood on both cheeks. There's blood on the mouth. There's blood over both eyes and on the nose.
Hand by Spinks. Now 1 minute left. 6th round. We're scheduled for 10. Matchup of light heavyweights. Michael Spinks in the black. Yaqui Lopez in the green. And after a slow start, Michael Spinks has come on strong.
And Yaqui is taking some awful shots and still stands there. Frantic action right above us. A lot of give and take there.
Combinations by both Lopez and Spinks. Now the referee. But this is round 7 with Michael Spinks in the black, unloading on Yaqui Lopez in the green, and looking to end it right here. Right hand by Spinks.
Yaqui's in trouble.
Spinks looking to conclude matters here. Michael Spinks putting Yaqui Lopez down. Some 30 seconds in. Round 7. Lopez says he's all right. Does not look it.
He's got a long way to go. He doesn't
Got
look
it
it.
again. And that could do it. It's all over.
It's over.
Vinny Renato.
It's over, and Michael Spinks has done it. He's come from behind, and he has proven that he is definitely championship material.
The fight marked the end for Lopez as a light heavyweight contender. By 1981, he was uncharacteristically grouchy. His marriage was in jeopardy, and he moved out of the family home for over 11 months. The marital difficulties mirrored his in-the-ring performances as he lost on a cut to St. Gordon. "I had a lot of things on my mind," Lopez said. "It was nobody's fault, just mine. There's nothing like home sweet home, believe me." Lopez had one last final hurrah in knocking out Australian contender Tony Mundine before losing a decision to Johnny Davis. Critics said he was lethargic throughout and seemed afraid to get hit. "I felt down," Lopez said. "I felt lazy. I made myself work, but I wasn't happy. To work out, you have to be happy." In 1983, he challenged Carlos de Leon for the cruiserweight title and was stopped in 4 rounds on a cut. Referee Hank Ellisbrew called it, quote, "the worst, deepest, and longest cut I've seen in boxing. There was an awful lot of blood. The doctor could see a skull through the cut." A year later, Yaqui gave boxing one last go, losing a split decision to Bash Ali before calling it quits. "I said, that's it, no more for me," Lopez said. "I'm too old. I wanted to do the same things I used to do, but everything, my reflexes, my legs, was gone." Lopez retired from the sport, not wanting to be beat by nobodies and young guns looking for a big name to add to their resume. He found work as a garbage collector, but by 1993, the heavy lifting destroyed his back. He was barely able to sit in a chair for more than 15 minutes before the pain of 2 badly damaged discs forced him to stand. The good news was that Yaqui had saved his money. He owned 3 homes, one he lived in, one he gave to his parents, and another he rented out. He paid cash for every home. He retired from the sanitation department and enjoyed retired life with his wife Beatrice, with the couple now being married for over 50 years. When his longtime rival Matthew Saad Muhammad passed away in 2014, Lopez made the trip to Philadelphia for the funeral. "I heard he died," Lopez said. "I just had to go. He was a good man. We made history and we became friends. That's why I felt I had to come and say goodbye. If I passed away first, he would have come to Stockton. You want to go and pay your respects." Lopez also opened the Fat City Boxing Club in Stockton, a non-profit organization where he serves as one of the trainers, using boxing to teach discipline, responsibility, and pride to at-risk youth. "Before I leave this world," Lopez said, "I want to show somebody what I learned, because it is very tough in this world."